Hello, 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 guys. Welcome. I'm waiting a bit for every other person to get here. So let's wait a bit. Let's see if people are going to come on before we start. But we're geared up. I'm here. Welcome, guys. Welcome today. I'm so energetic today. Have a lot of things I want to talk about with you. So welcome. If you are just coming in, just say hello. Say hello. Hi, love day. How are you doing? Say hello in the box, and or in the chat box, and I'll say hello back. Hello, love day. Thank you. I'm doing great. I hope you're doing good too. So if you're just coming in, just drop your message in the box or in the chat box, and I can respond to you immediately. We are talking about 11 awesome tips to start making money with your blog. That's what we're talking about today. Okay. I hope you guys are as fired up as I am today. So, I'm going to wait a little bit longer and then I'll just kick off. But thank you for joining today. My name is Damilola Rosiola, and I'll be the one giving you an overview of what needs to be done to make money with your blog. If you were not here last week, we talked a lot about how to drive traffic with your blog, or how to drive traffic to your blog. And guys, if you have a blog and that you're not using WordPress hosting, I'm telling you, you are missing, because the kind of traffic that you want to drive to your website needs a very good and strong hosting alongside. So I'll advise that you get WordPress hosting for yourself, and you can get it on our website. I'll talk more about that. So let's start quickly. I don't have a lot of day. It's 12:05 already. We'll just start and wait for other people to join us on the webinar. So let's just start right away. Thank you, love day, guys. If you're just coming in, please drop hello in the box. Please drop hello if you're just coming in. So guys, I'm sorry, I'll be the only one on the webinar today, so I'll be juggling replying you, and also replying your messages, and also trying to give you a very good concise webinar today, or concise way to to monetize your blog. So if you're just coming in, please Alright, so let's get to it. 11 awesome tips to start making money with your blog. I guess that you have passed the space of trying to drive traffic to your blog, and you are where you want to make money already. So, like I said, traffic is the bloodline of your blog. I mentioned this in the webinar last week, that it is very important that you need to drive traffic to your blog before you can even say you want to start monetizing. And the honest truth is that your blog is nothing without an adequate traffic, and traffic is the bloodline of you to eventually monetize your blog. So it is very important that you drive traffic to your blog before you start thinking about how to monetize your blog. And I'm going to say it again, it is very important also to have a good hosting with your blog, because blogging is determined on how many people, how much bandwidth you are using per the traffic that you're getting. And if you need much more space, if you're driving a lot of traffic and your hosting is not good, then you will drive people, your traffic, your website becomes very, very slow, and which means that a lot of people will leave your website. So it is very, very important. If you have a blog, you need to use WordPress hosting alongside with your blog. So, and you can get WordPress hosting with us at Ugohost. Then I'm saying that a smart blogger also manages bounce rate. Then you watch the time that is spent on your blog. I'm not going to talk a lot about this because this is still trying to optimize your website for traffic. What we are here today is to learn how to make money with your blog. Now, the next thing is making money with your blog. Number one thing you can do to make money with your blog is to monetize with Google AdSense. We as a blogger knows this. I think every blogger knows this. Even if you're a novice, you know this. But let me explain what this means. You know, there is this banner that you see on people's website, and when you see a banner and people click on it, when people click on that banner, Google actually pays you for those clicks. So it depends on the kind of what's it called? It depends on what exactly you're optimizing for or what Google is playing you for. But mostly people, Google pays based on click, and it depends on what the advertiser is also paying Google. You can go, you can find out more when you Google AdSense. You'll be able to understand exactly what I'm talking about here. It is very, very easy to use, but like I said, you really need a traffic. You need lots of traffic to your blog to monetize your blog. And guys, if you're just coming in, please say hello in the chat box. I will be happy to say hello back. I'm so happy to have you guys here today. So say hello if you're just dropping in, and we just got started about how to make money with your blog. So so let's go to the next one. The first one is use Google AdSense. Very, very important. The second part is sell private ads. Private ads are kind of, you eliminate Google ads. I know everybody knows Linda Ikeji. At a point when Linda Ikeji was growing very fast, Linda stopped using Google ads. Linda stopped taking ads from Google AdSense, which means that at a point she straight up was using private ads. And private ads in the sense that when you put a banner on Linda Ikeji, it is cost at an approximate cost. So for example, when you say you want to advertise a banner on Linda Ikeji, she tells you bring 35,000. She tells you bring 50K. She tells you bring this amount. Bring this amount depending on the size of the banner you want, depending on where you want to put the banner, depending on how often you want the banner to rotate and things like that. So private ads is just same with what I'm talking about here. It's the same thing. It's similar to Google ads, but it means that you are eliminating Google from here. So you are going directly to private ads. You are going directly to advertisers maybe like Ugohost. We advertise a lot, so maybe you are cutting out Google and you are coming directly to us for us to pay you that money. An example of what you can do is, let me see if I can show you guys here. So example of, if you already have traffic to your blog, and Wale is saying hello. Hello Wale, how are you doing? Thank you for joining us today. I'm so happy to be here, guys. If you're just coming in, drop your message and I'll do a shout out to you. I'll say hello to you. So hello, thank you. I hope you guys get awesome deals today or awesome information today. So I'll still find time to take questions. So let me just run through things faster. So before I said hello to Wale, I was discussing about how you can, sell private ads. So let me show you something real quick. Let's say you are in the book business. Let's say your blog talks about writing, for example. Let's say writing good books, for example. Writing good books, for example. So you know that, let's say your blog is okay. I'm not going to use good books. Let's say let's pick the blog itself. Let's say you sell coffee, for example. You write details about how to reach people, or how to, you like coffee and you write a lot about coffee, for example, and the audience you talk about, the audience that comes to your website are people that like coffee, are people that like productivity, are people that wants to find a way to be productive all the time. So maybe what you can just do is that once you have traffic coming to your website, maybe you have like 1,000 visits in a day, or you have like 500 visits in a day, and what you can do is that you go to what you can just do is that you can say, okay, coffee, buy coffee, for example, and see what is happening here. Okay, there are no ads. All right, so let's try to get something else. So what you'll be aiming for, is people look at, for example. Yes, so what you're aiming for is this thing. This is what you're aiming for, ads. So for example, this is Jumia here. Well, maybe not Jumia, but the point is this: you're looking for people that are running ads on Google, that have AD like this. And you can, it's not necessarily that you find them here, you can also find them, I'm sorry, I hope you guys can see my screen. Okay, yes, you can see. I just needed to confirm that. So you can find them here, which you can pick up anybody that is here and get to the root. Let's say, for example, things that are very common. Let's say you have people around cars. Let's say you talk about cars and you buy cars in Lagos. Look at this is Cars 45. They spend money on ads. Checky spends money on ads. So what do? You reach out to these people and you say, okay, I have this amount of audience. They are very engaged. They come to my website. 500, at least I have 500 visits every month, and these are unique sites. And you can convince them. What you just do is to reach out to them, and you can cut out Google and maybe build them build them per month, or whatever way that you want to. So that's a very, very good way for you to run ads also, or how to monetize your blog. Another way you can, let me expand this. So another way you can monetize your blog would be to do sponsored content. Sponsored content is kind of similar to what excuse me. Sponsored content is similar to what I discussed above, which is selling private ads. It's kind of similar, but private ads are banner driven. Private ads are banner driven in the sense that it's just a banner, like it's a signpost that when I click I go to somewhere else. But sponsored content are actual blog posts where somebody writes a blog post and they put it on your website. So imagine if you want to for example, run ads on Linda Ikeji, for example. Linda Ikeji allows you to run sponsored posts. Linda Ikeji allows you to run private ads on as a banner with banners. Linda Ikeji allows you to run sponsored content. So people can either pay you for writing a blog post on your website or using banners. So that's what sponsored post is all about. Then another way you can monetize your blog is through affiliate marketing. I like this part because you can sleep and you can keep making money. You can make money from blog posts that you have written 10 years ago. You understand, that is just sitting somewhere and somebody just found, and they go on that blog post, they click on your affiliate link and they buy. It is that easy. And I feel that a lot of Nigerians, because we are people that we want to quickly make money, we are driven by quick wins, we forget that there are ways that we can make money that are everlasting. I call them everlasting money making machine, and that is what affiliate marketing can do for you. For example, let me paint a very 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 good picture. So I just paint a picture around cars. So your blog talks around cars, your blog talks about how to make money with your blog is about cars. For example, you talk about different new models and things like that. You can compare cars and compare two types of vehicles and give reasons why people are buying, or why you should buy this with this, or just comparison. Or one of your blog posts just writes good content about cars, and go to these guys, register as their affiliate, and put in your affiliate link in that blog post. And when anybody clicks on this blog post, you are rewarded. It is that simple, guys. I don't know why a lot of Nigerians are not doing affiliate marketing. I feel affiliate marketing is still one of the best ways to make money with your blog. And guys, if you're just coming in, please drop in your questions. I'm ready to answer your questions. Yes, Love Day, you can move forward from shared hosting to WordPress hosting. Just reach out to our audience or our customer service, and they will tell you on how to go about this. So guys, if you're just coming in, please say hello. We are running closer to the end of the webinar because I'll just need to rush over things. Like I said, affiliate marketing is good for you and is one of the best ways that you can use to monetize your blog. The second, or the other part, is you can sell digital products. So for example, when you have built an audience up to a level, you can you can craft out digital products. You can sell courses. You can use websites like what's the name of this website to sell courses. I'm trying to sell my courses. Can't remember the name of the website. Alright, Teachables. Yes, you can use Teachable to sell your course online, and all you have to do is, because you have already been teaching people how to do stuffs, you've already been telling people you've already been giving people free information, so you just use your information to create a funnel where you can lead them into buying a digital product. For example, maybe you talk about how to dress, or you give tips on how to you give tips on basic ways to dress or color combination and things like that. Then you can push them into selling a digital product, and you can sell a digital product which includes top 10 guides to, or maybe 50 or 100 guides to, no, not guides, maybe styles, maybe color combination styles that you can use. So those are the kind of things that you can sell as a digital product. But because you already have audience coming to your website already, then you should be able to sell digital products. Then the next thing would be to offer a membership site. This might not be quite kind of easy, because you might not have that audience already, but offering a membership site where you get to create a silo of people, you get to put people in a, what's it called, in a closed environment where you monitor what really happens to them. This is obviously very good, and come to think of it, you can make thousands and thousands of naira. See this as a way to get people to see this as an exclusive membership for people, where that membership is where they get to learn new things, and you get to teach them stuff. You call it a membership, call it a club, call it something, but once you build that, then people are able to you can easily monetize that over time. But because the reason you have an edge over this, let me paint it out clear, is because you have already even been giving out something for free to people, and which is information, and people value people that give them information, and that's what you are here. And people love people that give information, and they will stay with you, they will stick with you, they will give you money because they believe that you are an expert. When you give information on things, people believe that you're an expert at that, and they will pay you money to teach them more about these things that you talk about. Then the next thing is freelance writing. You can do freelance writing even without much traffic to your blog. You can do freelance writing, but because you have already created a blog that drives traffic, you can use this as your credentials when you're on Fiverr, when you're on Upwork. I would suggest you do Upwork more, because you get quality more jobs there, although it's kind of very hard or Upwork to sign up people at this stage in time. But Upwork is a very good place where you earn good money. Fiverr is kind of lower priced, but yeah, if you still want to get something quickly, you can do stuff with Fiverr. Then another thing you can do is to use it to build credibility and branding for yourself, guys. This is the most best thing you can do. And what you can do is just, they call it jab 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 and hook. Jab jab hook, jab jab hook. Like when you're fighting boxing, and there's this thing called jab jab hook, and we use it very well in the marketing term, in the sense that excuse me, in the sense that when you're trying to sell to somebody, you give them information. Give information, which is first jab. Give another information, which is second jab. Give the third information, which is third jab. Then sell, which is the hook. So it's jab jab hook, jab 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 hook, which is sell, which is give value, then sell. Give value, then sell. But if you are trying to build a brand as a blogger, I would suggest you just keep giving value. Give value. If it's jab till you get the chance to hook. Because at the point that you are trying to build credibility for yourself, at the point that you are trying to build brand for yourself, you need to have generated an enormous amount of content, and that content get to show that you're an expert in what you're talking about. And at this point, people believe you. People invite you for events. People give you money to co-author. People, a lot of opportunities comes at this point. But this is a long-term thing. If you are not in the long-term strategy, and this money making, this option to monetize your website is not the best. But if you're in the long run, if you actually want to make money for the long run, then I'll suggest that you stick to creating a brand for yourself. This is very, very good to create brand for yourself. Then write product reviews for a pay. You can write product reviews on your website when you're already driving traffic to your blog. You can write product review based on based on the products that your audience would prefer. So you can write product review for that, but in this way you can either do it for free, or you can reach out to the guys that have that product or owns that product to write that review for them. So for example, like Ugos, you can come to us like, okay, I know I have this set of people, they are very engaged, and I can write a product review that will make them buy your product, in the sense that when I say good things about your product, when I give good testimonies about your product, it spawns my audience to say, okay, let me try that product out. So this is another way that you can monetize your blog. Then sponsorship deals is kind of very glaring. All you have to do is similar to affiliate marketing in the sense, but you are recommending money. You have to be bigger at this point, where you say that, okay, give me money and I would talk about my products to my audience. But this comes at a flat fee, where I say that because I'm writing about you, I will collect money from you based on what we have talked about here. So you pay me an upfront cost, or you pay me an upfront money, and I would then say that I will then talk about your products to my audience. This one involves that you will have had a lot of more traffic to your website. If you don't have a lot of traffic to your website already, this might not work. Brands might not believe you by that. So if you don't have a lot of traffic, I would suggest you stick to affiliate marketing. But if you have more traffic, then you can go and tell a brand that, okay, I can put my feet on the ground and tell you that I'll drive you traffic, but you pay me a flat fee upfront, and I'll be glad to drive you that traffic. That's another way to make money with your blog, and I think it's the last one today. So thank you guys for joining us. Like, if you have any questions, please drop it. And if you are using shared hosting for your blog already, please switch it to WordPress hosting. WordPress hosting is the best for your blog, because it takes the amount of traffic and it makes your website much more faster to load, which means that a lot more people can stay on your website. So in conclusion, I would say there are several ways to make money through blogging. You just need to be sure the best ones for you. Like, I've given like 11 tips here. You just need to pick from everything that we've talked about here today and find ways to make money with your blog. And I hope this is very helpful to you guys. If you have any questions, please to implement today. And if you have any questions, we're rounding up little by little. But if you don't have, I will say thank you very much for joining the webinar session. Thank you. Next one. Because yes, the reason I'm saying that is the webinar series is rounded up. We've done a lot of stuff. We've had about 5 series in the webinar. I think the first one was about how to start your blog, how to create your website, then how to use plugins. We've talked a lot about so many things: how to drive traffic to your blog, and how to monetize your blog. So if you missed any of those, just go to our YouTube channel and you will find them there. They are 5 in numbers. It's called WordPress Series. So yeah, love day. Just go to our blog. You will find our YouTube channel. You will find it there, and you will be able to get access to every content that we have created. And Onochi Ojekwe, sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly, Onochi Ojekwe, he said that with this webinar be available for download. Well, I can't say that, but all our webinars are on our YouTube channel. Just go to the YouTube channel. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have not already. go to our YouTube channel and you'll find the webinar series there. It's called WordPress Webinar Series 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the 5th one. I think I'll have to rename that. Oh no, I'm sorry I murdered your name. Please, pardon me. Please, I'm sorry about that. But at least I've been able to pass across the information that you need. And also, if you need to download any content, please go to you can use savefrom.net to download from YouTube. I think it's savefrom.net. Yes, you should be able to download from YouTube directly, but all of our contents that we create resides on YouTube. So I'm sorry again for murdering your name. I apologize. So guys, if I don't see it, I'm guessing that there's no more questions here, so I will just have to round up on a very good note and say bye bye to everybody. Thank you for joining us, and do have a wonderful weekend. Okay, and my name is Damilola. I remain loyal. If you have any questions that you are not able to answer here, or if you get to run across this webinar, say if you get to run across this webinar, just email Damilola at damilola.arasiola@ughost. No, okay, don't let me give you my email address. You can I still have access to this Ughost, so I know that all the emails that comes here are for webinar@ughost.com. So if you have any questions there, just send your email there and I will be able to answer your questions. And you can also copy damilola.arasiola@ughost.com if that works for you. And someone asks, Olisa asks, what is your name, sir? My name is Damilola Arasiola, and I'm happy to be with you guys. Olisa, everybody, Wale, Love Day, thank you for joining us. Onochi, I appreciate your time today, and do have a fantastic weekend. Bye bye.